it.
Who cares? It's Dragon King, man. Looks pretty cool. God damn. Let's inspect it quickly. It's a knife run. Who cares? Who cares?
It's not a knife. Oh.
Oh, it's pistol. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We've missed the
Back in the game then.
Okay, we got
What is wrong
ourselves
with us?
a lot of movement here towards dark. So TSM already looking to get these kills. Look at this. Edward peeking out. They shouldn't have been doing that because TSM were in place to execute him. Now NaVi are man down. They're none the wiser of what TSM are actually doing, which is really the issue now as they scurry around. But C's will find a frag towards middle, and they will re-emerge into B. But here come the terrorists. They already have the bomb site. They got the nades down as well. It's looking really good for TSM. But as I say that, C's and Guardian rocking the kills with the USPs. And we do have the bomb going down. But can Device and Carrigan hold this?
Oh, look, they've opted for 2 people through the tunnel area. They had 2 people on slope, and they said, nope, let's go 2 tunnel area. So that's a nice surprise. Well, nasty surprise to TSM. Only Device to try and hold this. There's 1 frag. Only needs headshots now. 13 HP, 5 bullets in the magazine. And he will not find the final 2 frags. Bomb plant, though, which means they can buy it on the 3rd round unless they go for a surprise force in the 2nd dab.
I feel like NaVi have this intangible momentum at the moment. It's intangible. It's unquantifiable.
For those of us
immeasurable.
for those of us who do not have English as a first language, Dan, what do you mean when you say intangible?
It cannot be touched, physically touched or grasped, or it can't be. You can't. It's not describable with words.
All right.
But they have this momentum at the moment. They're doing very well. Obviously, Flamey came in quite a while ago now. He's been in the team for some time.
Has he?
For about
Was it
a month and a half at least.
No, I wouldn't say that's quite a while. I don't know.
Hey, well, it's
Maybe in Counter-Strike time.
he's been there for a while. And
Dog years.
He's been doing really well for the team, and they are settling in very nicely. And either way, it's hard to really bet against them these days. We just saw them victorious over NIP. They played very well on Mirage, as they always do. But now they've come to TSM's territory, and they are opening up well against this this force.
Did we see the odds for this game?
I'm not sure,
I'll
but
check them after the round. All right, so 2 MP7s on NaVi. Again, these MP7s, look at how they have risen to prominence. MP9 comes in here and there, but not so much. Not as much as the MP7.
this force is not working for TSM so far, James.
Well, they still have 42 seconds remaining to try and get a push here, but Guardian's got a very nice angle to cut these players down. Got out the Stanley knife. Dan, he's slashing all over the place. 2 remaining, Zipnix and Dupree. Guardian spending a lot of time allowing his teammates to rotate. He finally goes down. No bomb plant for Dupree. 3 players in the end getting taken down for NaVi. So nice damage by TSM. And they did go for that surprise force, so they will be on the eco now.
Indeed, and that's going to be a round where they should be able to, NaVi should be able to pick up a lot of money, and TSM might see them go for a similar play that MVS were abusing previously, which was the quick short plant.
So you can see NaVi a slight favourite. Not sure if this was impacted by previous performance today, but a favourite they are. And you have to favour them for this round as well. Now we're seeing the MP9 come out. Guardian just rolling with a P2000, it seems.
Are you going all Yoda on me?
Just biding his
favourite,
time.
they are.
No, I didn't put. I would never put on that voice. Never.
Okay, good. Well, you said the words like that. But anyway. Oh, it's the whiteout. You got one of those as well.
Yeah, but mine's factoring you.
Damn.
I don't roll with this battle scarred nonsense.
Yeah, well, the cleanup is definitely going quite well here for NaVi so far. Not much TSM are able to do. Although Carrigan, that said, will actually pick himself up a kill. And there's no way he's going to have time to plant this bomb, unfortunately for him. But can he get some extra damage done? He will. He gets another frag. That's very nice. Very important, to be honest. Because in the previous round as well, they were able to kill 3 players. So all that added together is going to create a situation for NaVi where their economy is a bit more delicate than otherwise it would be. And TSM are now rolling with the AK, so it's going to get real. That
said, with an MP9 being swapped for an M4 at the end of that round, it could have been a lot worse. MP9, I think, is 1200, isn't it? MP7 is 1700. I think the MP9 is 1200.
That would
I'm
make
pretty
a lot
sure
of
it
sense
is.
because that's the same as the Mac 10, so
Yes.
more or less.
Look at the movement from Guardian. As you said, he is the parkour master. King of the parkour, just jumping over railings, barriers, all sorts. In his tracksuit bottoms. Holding a massive gun. Alright, so NaVi, 3 people on the long/A area at the moment. Guardian playing the position we saw previously from Cage and B on previous Dust 2 today.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, he saw the traces. I think he knew that he saw the smoke. He knew the kind of smoke it was. But Karrigan gets the trade. And that's something that you've shown us previously as well, that smoke.
I don't think it works anymore for that specific purpose. Because the adjustment to the smoke, I believe, makes it harder to see underneath the smokes. And on top of the smokes, if you are boosting from within the smoke.
Generally harder, all around. But it's a 4-on-4, so TSM, problem is they have time to worry about now. They're going to make a move, and they're going for the A split. Cage and B gets a nice kill onto Guardian, as Flamey holds down the bomb site. He's eliminated the short push, which is really nice to do it so quickly, because now they can all turn their attention to long. And the round will be won by NaVi, but we are in for a pause now, as we have just lost Zeus.
Yeah, he just disconnected. Should be back shortly, I do believe. And it was a 4-on-4, but it was also a 4-on-2. Only 2 NaVi players on the A site, the other 2 very far away. Anyway.
At the very least.
Magic E. Did you learn Magic E in school?
Yes. Cuts becomes cute. Let's not go into this. Stop it with the grammar, please.
Cuts? What?
Anyway.
Look at the long area. What's going on over there? TSM causing absolute havoc with their guns, but only finding 1 frag so far. Flamey coming to clean up as well. Cage and B, ace HP. Okay, so
back with the attack.
Reasonable round. Wow, look at you, Dan. On the fly.
Well, you just did it, so I should do it as well.
Okay. That's how it's going to be. All right.
Okay, so we've got the AWP on Guardian and Device. He's going to be AWPing as well. So we're going to the battle of the AWPers. Device is going to go for fast timing onto long. So can he get his pick? In come the grenades already. And they will make the jump in time. But look at this. They're pushing themselves out of that A-long door there and trying to slowly take control of this. But Flamey with a great nade is going to knock Karrigan down.
Ooh, the fire. Karrigan, the fire.
He had to smoke himself to prevent his own untimely demise. But it's Flamey to take down Dupree, and they are suffering heavily, TSM, on this A-long take attempt. Flamey's still looking pretty good in this position. And Karrigan, no, it's going to drop Flamey where he stands and make his way forwards now as he finds Starix. And Zeus is to get the trade. So TSM have really saved this. This looked to be in a very bad place, but they are continuing the pressure there.
Karrigan was rendered useless for the longest time, but still came out to find 2 frags in the end. Guardian taking down Cajun. Still, TSM carrying the bomb, still in control of the bomb. I'm not sure if Guardian saw it there. I don't think he did. Saw Zeus just peeking a slope. Although that was such a fast view. I'm not sure if they found each other. But if he peeks again, well, the bomb's out of range now. As they creep into the B bomb site. And NaVi may think the bomb site's completely clear. Look at this. Look at the push from Guardian. But he's coming back to site. And this could get kind of weird. Oh. Right, who's going to get the advantage? Guardian pushing before his teammates can rotate, and he will fall to Device. 2 versus 2 now. Again, he's using 2 HP. No nades left for the T's. There's a molly on seized. So he's coming out with a knife. He's going to get taken down for free. And that is going to be that. So TSM find their way onto the scoreboard. And you can only wonder how this match will play out with Starix standing in for Edward now. Edward has been blasted away from the internet into the sun. You may never see him again.
Well, the thing is that Starix was very recently an active professional gamer as well, so it's not as troublesome as one might think. But Guardian just snapping Cage and B's neck, and they have asked for a pause as well for the next freeze time. Perhaps they can swap Zeus back in. But the push is ready to come in to play from B into the B bomb site. NaVi not with a response just yet. Starix with a slight peek, but he gets eliminated. Trouble here for NaVi on the retake.
Seas is not moving at all. He's just completely stuck. You see him on the X-ray there?
That focus.
And he's disconnected, so this does not bode well. So NaVi to try and retake here. Man down, and it's not going to go their way. Zeus, last man standing. This is not a good situation for NaVi. We enjoyed so many days without disruption. Sans disruption, Dan. Disruption returns. But why? We do not yet know what the deal is.
It's human nature, James, that's why.
Are they all in the same place? I'm wondering. It wouldn't make sense. I don't think they are, but who knows? We'll have to find out what exactly the situation is here as we find ourselves in another pause. Okay, so we should be able to resume soon.
Do you know any good jokes, James? With which to fill this interim?
No. Do you know what my mind went to? Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, I have no answers, Dan. I wouldn't have asked the question, but even if I did, I don't have the answers.
Well, it's probably food related.
Why was the chicken near the road anyway?
Maybe food or survival related in some...
Edward returneth.
Well, maybe he's trying to get back to some... okay, let's ignore that. 5-2 is the current score, guys.
I was not even paying attention to anything you were just saying.
That's good. I was trying to like logically like why would the chicken, like what are the chicken's basic needs? What does it have to do? That's where I took that too, James. Because I'm watching Counter-Strike and I'm in a logical frame of mind at the moment. I cannot deal with these horrible hypotheticals.
You are too far gone, Dan.
Stop it with the hypotheticals, please.
Okay, so hopefully Edwards will have a smooth ride towards the end of this game now. TSM with 2 rounds on the board. You can see the money has been ruined for NaVi. I'm not sure what's going on there. Got some 360s going on.
Barracks with the spin bot. So you look at this push here. He's got the CZ in hand. Oh, does take down one. Can he get the second and pick up the AK? No. It's going to be Zipnix who will stop the shenanigans. And the shenanigans are going to continue, though. Edward, with his peek into the B area, it's not going to go quite well either.
Device is still in T-spawn with the bomb looking down mid. It's got Carrigan coming back for support. And I was wondering if we were going to see a push from long, but the rotation is coming in now from that NaVi player. That is Starix. Looks like he's going to play from the site. Now, TSM heading towards long. 50 seconds on the clock. They're playing it very passively. You can see Dupree is rotating through the lower tunnel as well, using the flashes to their advantage. They have a reasonable amount of nades left. It's a nice cleanup of Starix there on short. So Flamey's just hiding on the site with a Deagle, no armor. And there are 2 nades and a molly left on the T side, so they could force him out of that position. You can see the molly came in, but it wasn't needed after all. Getting taken out by Device. So only Guardian left. Oh, he's seen a person mid. I'm not sure if he was seen by his opposition. I think he possibly was. Here's the footsteps. Can he save the gun? There's the first frag, but he may need to find 2 more. Crossfire might be coming in. So we've got Seized and Starix now on the server. So lots of fun to be had in the NaVi camp. Okay, so Guardian looks good to save the AWP. 5-3 in favor of NaVi.
And nice amount of damage done by Guardian there. You got to respect that because you got 2 frags towards the end of the rounds, and that is going to allow NaVi to, if they can take this one, it could be worth 2 for them as they would reset TSM. I don't think TSM would have enough to go for a full buy, so that's going to be really nice. But again, this one's worth 2 for TSM as well. NaVi don't have enough money to full buy if they lose this, so Device opening things up well for his team at the moment. And that's going to force a little bit of a rotation as we have Starix. He's venturing towards the double doors now as his teammates on B. I think it's Seized actually, who's pushing Upper Dark as well. And that's going to be a quick duel on Upper Dark very shortly. Seized going to push through the smoke and find himself Dupree. And he wins the duel. Very, very key frag by Seized. Falls back safely into the bomb site for now. But in the meantime, TSM take a long.
Yeah, maybe that's spurted their push towards short. Oh, just bouncing off the invisible wall there. Guardian's flash, not sure if it connected with anyone, but he's going to connect straight in the face. Nice little jump there. Going to get some information as to the other players. Flamey going to come in, so Guardian turned himself into bait there to allow Flamey to get the frag onto Carrigan. Look at this angle he is holding onto the pit, and look how it pays off. This guy knows the maps so well for the AWP. Look how it pays off for him. Zipnix left with 6 HP to try and salvage something for his team. NaVi back in the driving seat here. 6-3, 3-round lead.
Guardian is just so amazing. Some of these shots are just amazing. That flick onto the guy on pit was phenomenal.
15 and 4. We are looking good. Does Producer Reese have Guardian on his team? Oh, he does.
But we have him as our shot caller.
Ah, yeah. So maybe we can catch up. We are a bit behind on the Vulcan ranks. So we have the force spy coming out for TSM. One pistol going to get information in the long area, going to get taken out there. They've got 3 rifles, one of which is a Galil. Lots of nades on Device and Debris, so maybe they can do something. Forcing their way through the smoke. That's 2 frags onto the B bomb site. One person close to the door, and that's going to be Starix taking down the bomb carrier. Now, this could stop the plant here. Zipnix is the only one remaining versus 3, and they are just getting closer and closer to those doors. Has an indication as to where one of them may be, but has to expect to push as soon as he tries to plant. He may opt to try and force the issue, maybe poke through the window, try and even up the numbers. Look at them swarming on him.
Waiting for him to make a move as well, as he seems forced to do so, but no, there it is. They go for the easy trade, and that's a nice knife. They're successful. Sorry, I was taken aback.
Taken by the
Taken aback by his. I like that one. Okay, so Guardian on the AWP. Where is he going at the moment? He is very good at throwing in the aggressions, but hold the phone. Seized is running straight into Lower Dark at the moment. He wants to get those eco frags, get all that money, but he's only going to find one so far. They might try to hunt him down a little bit. They have control of Xbox at the moment. But NaVi are looking very strong at the moment against TSM. They're doing quite well. There's a great flash. Look at that from the teammate and everything. So I mean, just the fact that the teammate had a flash to go over into middle for Zeus there, or sorry, Seas there, was just every little bit of team play there, just putting it right. It's great to see.
Okay, so NaVi extending the lead once again after those blips, after that bit of DDoS, etc. So Edward still missing for the time being, but again, Starix looking sharp. 5-round lead now for NaVi on the CT side.
Aggressive short play. I think they boosted on short as well to find the frag, but it didn't actually go their way, as Cajun B did respond with a frag into mid. They want to push out onto mid, but Seized is holding it down just with enough delay to get Guardian into position to take a quick frag through the smoke. This is a very interesting round. It has resulted in TSM having the B-bomb site, but in comes NaVi.
Okay, so they have a 1-man disadvantage to TSM. Orp on both sides. Dupree, is he going to go for a cheeky peek? There's a bit of a gap in the smoke, and he's been undetected. There's the first frag. He's seen the flash coming in from Zeus. He'll take him down as well. All of a sudden, everything spins round in favor of TSM. Device winning the duel with Guardian as well. So excellent play there to take the advantage away from the CTs as they approach the site. 8-4 in favor of NaVi. Scout coming out for Seized.
So we'll have to see now if Device can get a quick pick here and put NaVi at an early disadvantage. There's the peak. It's going to be Device indeed to take down Zeus. Guardian too slow off the spawn to punish. And now there's so much time left in the round for TSM to find ways to abuse and exploit the fact that NaVi don't have enough players to defend properly now. And they have moved their way slowly towards the B-bomb site. Now, is this going to pay off? There's only one man there. It sees he's only got a scout. There's so much for him to do.
Okay, can he find a headshot? He's just below. Ooh, he could actually. I think he's just at the right height to find a connection, but there's going to be a crouch peek. And now he's going to have to try and do as much tagging as possible. Going to get 2 tags in there and full to Zipnix. So, all the TSM players alive. Do NaVi even push for 2 versus 5? I don't think they're going to do that. Guardian definitely wants to hold on to that AWP. So many players tagged for the Ts. Flamey could potentially get a bit of work done here. But they are severely outnumbered. You can see the Ts swarming all over the map.
They have to survive. They must survive. If there's to be a chance for them to bring a possible round into the next round, the 14th round, because right now TSM look quite strong, and Guardian, if Guardian can keep the AWP going, then everything can be possible for them. You never know. If he takes a risk, and there is the first frag, gets a second one as well. And that's really cool because you could... Oh, he's going to go down in the end.
no.
But the cool thing is that by him taking long like that, he kind of presumed that they would be trying to wrap him from both sides. So by taking one of the sides preemptively, being proactive instead of being reactive, he's able to give himself a chance to survive that. If he had just run, it would have been fine.
Yeah, same purpose, same idea behind that push through double doors from TSM when they had the one-man disadvantage. They were taking the initiative to even the odds.
And they have gone for a bit of a cat boost, and look where Guardian has found himself with that P250. Oh, can he get a gun? He will get the bomb down, but there's no gun to be picked up for him, unfortunately, as he is now drifting into the unknown depths.
Money nade there from Cajun B. It's going to be a 3-man spray down. Flamey being finished off by Dupree, so great hold there by TSM. Last round of the first half. Let's see who will take it. The last buy coming out for NaVi, lacking the AWP for Guardian, and we've seen what effect it's had on the game. So double AWPs here for the T side, but I think they dropped additional weapons, so they may not continue. Indeed, I will leave one at T spawn. Continue with one AWP and 4 rifles. That is the worst pop flash I've seen in recent memory.
But it's okay though, because NaVi have taken Upper Dark. They know what's going on. They are now trying to move forward. Dupree just completely unaware. Completely unaware. They had no one in Upper Dark. So, and that's the risk that you take. And Seized is shooting the wall, taking out his frustrations on the poor lettering of the B. And now he's left. He's gone.
Yeah, I think that's an indication of some network issues, maybe.
Well, we're going to see if NaVi can hold on regardless. Well, Flamey will go down on the site, and if Flamey's not there to delay them, then Hope slowly drifts away as we have Cajun B making his way up the slope now with the rest of his teammates. He's covering their angles from TT spawn, but there are some trades coming in, but it's still NaVi who are looking much worse off in these exchanges.
Oh well, so difficult times for NaVi, constant disruption for their team. And we'll have a short pause before we resume the match. So, TSM, after a strong start by NaVi, bring it back, get 7 rounds on the board. And it's a bit difficult to kind of comment on the half, considering all the issues in it. So we'll just move on with the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Flamey and Guardian were very instrumental in that half. I mean, Guardian's ability to turn bad situations into good ones obviously made a really big difference. And Flamey holding on the A site really meant that the only weaknesses really were actually on B in middle. So that was where their weaknesses were, but we're into the pistol, and already Cajun B is up towards top mid. He wanted to get the info and the faster kill maybe, but NaVi had a nice movement to play against that. Now we have 3-on-4 in favor of NaVi. We can take this pistol and start with against the CT side that's got an unstable economy. That's actually a really good spot to start Dust 2 off on. And NaVi's Zeus is going to be back in the mix, able to get the bomb down with the frag, and Device and Dupree both coming in from Catwalk. Here they go. He's coming in. And Device runs out. They both run out of bullets. And who is going to get the kill? That's the grenade. Zeus is going to lend a helping hand.
It's quite funny when you see players, you see it on deathmatch as well. Like when you play like a free-for-all deathmatch or something, people will jump and they'll suddenly change their sensitivity, and they're just spinning ultra fast in the air to try and like screw up their hitbox and try and avoid getting shot in the head, etc. Which is a bit of what Flamey did there. Managed to work out for him. So NaVi continuing their lead for now. But the force here from TSM, 2 heavily tagged TSM players. How many of them will escape? Zipnix will go down on his sword. Boost onto the site there, but Device getting taken out quickly. So fairly standard anti-eco here so far for NaVi. So far so good. Scout into Karrigan gets taken down as well. Dupree's picked up an MP7, I believe that was. But so I think he may be going for the exit frags. He's got a 5.7, he's got Kevlar and a helmet as well. So worth him trying to save that for the following rounds. Could potentially pick up a better gun should NaVi push through those double doors as well. Although NaVi will also be aware of that.
NaVi are aware of everything. They're omniscient. So far, at least. Having some good games today, but yeah, Dupree looking for those exits. Zeus could be his first victim. Apparently not. Zeus will actually find the kill, and no damage really was sustained by NaVi. They only lost seized, so their money's not looking too shabby, and they look, well, they stand here to grow their economy even more, of course, as TSM have nothing to do but to go for the full save. So we'll have to see if they can get any cheeky frags if they go with a stack or something, but it looks like they are sending players towards the default setup at the moment, and NaVi going to stick to their ways and just try to play the trade game, and looks like they're going to spot 3 players towards A long, and they're in on B as well, so easy cleanup around the map at the moment. The danger zone was A long, and they managed to avoid falling into that trap.
But look where the bomb is, and there's 2 quick frags there for TSM. That's given them weapons, gave them the bomb for a second or 2, but C's managing to pick it up, but he's charging. He doesn't care about planting. There is an AK on device. He's got the range as well.
This is scary, but he does get tagged down by the MP7. Can they pick up the AK in time? Yes, they can. So that's a small consolation there. But again, their money did go quite significantly, and a double AWP is coming in from Guardian and Starix, picking that one up as well. So what can they do with this? What are the spawns like?
Are they going to double peek? Okay, so the timing between those 2 shots will tell TSM that there are 2 AWPs at least on the map. They will not be expecting more than that. TSM going for the strong long push at the beginning of the round. They're going to leave 1 person there. That is Carrigan, who's going to be standing in the pit, while TSM have 2 more over towards the A side. 2 in B, nobody mid for the time being. You may see somebody turn up there a bit later on. NaVi potentially looking for a pick towards the short area. You can see them jumping around, trying to get an idea if anybody's close. And now it's Guardian going to be looking for an entry. Zipnik's going to be playing the A slope CT area. You can see there was a smoke there in CT. And that timing, the smoke comes into long just in time to stop NaVi going for the push.
This is very tentative now, but they need to start finding the edges, and they're looking to do so. Pushing more and more aggressively, ever so, into the smoke, past the smoke, into the A site, and now they challenge directly on A long. Carrigan looking to hold it down, and they go into his crosshairs, able to get the first kill. The second follow-up goes this way as Zeus tries to just pick open this site itself. Oh, and they can't quite get rid of KGB. Finally, he goes down, but did it take too long? Zeus switching out for the AWP, finds an opponent there, Dupree, and Dupree will get that bomb under control. So just Starix now, and he's going to fall back and keep himself alive. There's no time to do anything, and there's just no way he could pull it off either way. I don't think any with that bomb being on short where it is. So 11-7 the score right now, but CT's picking up 1 more. It's going to close the gap even more. So just 3 separating TSM and NaVi now.
I think Starix made a mistake at the very end there. If he's trying to conceal his position, he had 7 bullets in the chamber, but chose to reload the AWP instead, which just gives extended audio cues, for the opposition to find him. Although I presume he was confident as to their positions. But still, good practice is good. And bad practice, Dan, is bad.
Thanks for that. It's so insightful. Your insight is beyond measure. It's immeasurable. Okay, we've got what seems to be NaVi looking for that mid push, but there has to be said there's not much in the way to really deal with that for TSM. It's either mid or cat at this point. It's either the B split or the play up cat, and the B is looking far more likely at this point. But TSM, they don't have the info, but look at Guardian, he's going for it. Takes down Zipnik's long range with the AWP, and that is the early advantage they needed. And that's going to allow them to go for an A play, as they know the site is weakened at this point, and the rotation is being cut off by the players on NaVi, who have lingered around the Xbox position. But KGB, he is in position to just hold this push. He gets 2 quick kills, it's so important. Guardian, he's left standing alone. Finally does take down Carrigan, but KGB is still there, a menace as ever towards the car position. And Guardian is strong, but can he really pull this off? He's got 2 players left. The jump shot is going to distract Guardian just for a moment. He's got a player lurking on catwalk. This could get ugly for Guardian. And it will.
He got so many frags there, even in clutch situations where the odds are thoroughly against him.
He's almost got 30 kills.
He still has the power to cause significant damage to the opposition, and that's exactly what he did. 2 people left, and if he just had his angle in the right place there, he was pretty close to getting that frag. And who knows, but it wasn't to be. 11-9 in favor of NaVi. 2 rounds behind TSM. NaVi find themselves on the eco here. You have to favor TSM for this one. They're going for a fast push in towards B. They've got a first frag. There's one person behind the window. Can they get the bomb down? There's a nice tag with the Tech 9. They're in good stead now. There's only 2 people alive, and Guardians picked up an AWP. This is really, really bad. Trying to retake it, Carrigan with an MP9.
They don't have any armor. That's the only saving grace that he has at the moment. He can run and gun with high efficacy, but Guardian's got the counter to that. He's got the AWP. He just needs to stop, hit the shot, and that's it. It's done. Oh, but he misses that key shot, and there is the jumping, the movement from Carrigan. It won't be enough. Guardian closes out the round, and that is devastating. And I've got to say, the Tech 9 shots there from Flamey were quite dirty, to say the least. I don't know how those bullets found an opponent, but they did.
Tech 9 bullets always do.
It sometimes feels like they home in. Do you know what I mean?
Like the Batman games, I just play on the hardest setting straight away. And those kind of games, I think, just normal, just literally a waste of your money if you bought the game to play like that. But here we are, back into the game, and StarX with the MP7. TSM are on the eco, and NaVi in with a good chance of taking this to 13. And after the previous issues they had with the bomb, they're leaving the bomb at T-spawn. Something we saw from TSM as well in one round of the previous half. Carrigan getting a nice frag onto Zeus, but they've got control of the A site, and they're going to get the cleanup operation done while Guardian starts to move down the long area. So, only device alive. He's got the AK as well. He's running all the way to the B site. He wants to save that AK for the next round. If he manages to save it, let's keep an eye on that and see if it makes a difference in the progression of the round. So you can see him there. We'll see if NaVi go for the save. What's the money like on NaVi actually at the moment? Well, it's a bit ropey. But looking at the guns they have, like seized, it's in a bit of a difficult situation. But they're going to go for the hunt. Guardian's the one with all the HP. Doesn't find the right angle, but they know where he is, and that's going to be a bit harder for Device to save. Is he going to walk through the smoke? He is.
I don't think they should lose anyone else right at this point. I think that'd be very foolhardy.
Flamey and StarX. Look at their HP. Seized, all he would have to buy is armor again.
The fact that Seized is even going for this to me is like very weird, because he's got no health. Device has an AK, and their money is like not super amazing. Like if TSM like put in a lot of damage in this round, like 3 or 4 kills.
Seized is only losing $1,000 though if he pushes, because he had a Mac 10. He's not going to continue
the Mac 10, but still.
I think it's a worthy trade.
We're going to see a default setup here from TSM. They've been doing this all day, and once again, both teams going for the timing, and this time, KGB gets the better of StarX on that timing towards A long, and NaVi, they need to do something to try to equalize. So they've got to take a risk, try to get a pick back. And how are they going to do that? They are moving towards middle now, so they can either go for the cap pressure or they can try to get an advantage out of middle. But we've talked about this before. TSM very good at playing inside the sites, and they may not actually give up any good angles on that mid take. And actually, KGB, he's got the angle through the door, from CT towards double doors, and that's going to be 2 quick kills for him. So big risk, but no rewards here for NaVi.
That's quite a nice Molotov that NaVi had on A slope to stop the exact angles that TSM are trying to play. Something that you don't see very often from T-Size on Dust 2, actually. Maybe it's something specific for the way TSM play A, but definitely worth paying attention to. So, Seized, I can tell you already, is being
a huge load off their mind. Whereas, and that also leaves it to Envious and TSM to kind of battle it out between each other to get that 5th spot. But here we go.
Ooh, Guardian with an interesting smoke. I presume it is for double doors. So 2 pistols on the NaVi side. 3 round leads, 3 rounds away from victory. Okay, this double stack coming in. There's only 1 grenade, and that's on StarX. Oh dear, we see this often. Look how far the bomb has fallen as well. This is not a good situation. Oh wow, I am impressed with how far that bomb has rolled through those double doors. That is a round-losing bomb bounce. How else can we put it?
I don't know, but it's going to bounce even further now. Look at that. It's almost as if this is feet now. He could even defend that even with even more strength now as he has his teammates coming into the position. But thankfully for Flamey, they're able to get a play working in their favor. You know, KJB has to look two directions now. Worried about the short push and the long push. And wow, we got Flamey creeping up. Oh, the pixel was spotted just barely. Had he been able to avoid that timing, then potentially KJB would never have seen him. But
They've got the bomb.
But they can still do this. But Guardian goes down. Cajun B is looking good, but not for long. Kibakin comes in, gets one quick kill. The trade, where is the trade? Onto Zipnix. Flamey too far away, not able to pull that one off. And now it's 14 seconds left in the rounds. 1-on-1, the bomb is in a spot that it's just not recoverable in time. I don't think he has, no, he doesn't have the time for this. dupreeh just has to stay alive. That's all he has to do. And Flamey will pick up the AWP as well. So you're going to have a really weird situation now. So NaVi lose that round. They don't get the bomb down. Look at how terrible their money is.
I've never seen the bomb go further than that, ever.
It was really unfortunate. They still almost won the round. I mean, Cajun B, you got to hand it to that guy. He really clutched very effectively in that high pressure situation where he didn't have cover on long or short.
Yeah, and it was important for him to stay alive as well and just slow everything down, considering the situation with the bomb and the time. Guardian with a great frag on to dupreeh there. Often you find the CTs trying to get onto the platform safely by jumping behind red, which is what was punished there by Guardian with a great pick indeed. So TSM in a very horrible situation now. They've lost 2 players.
KGB on 9 as well. That's almost as if they lost 3 players there. And for no trades, NaVi have everybody alive still. Now if they're smart about this, they can totally win this round. Even if they don't have the ability to pick up the weapons, that's fine. They have P250s, they got a Tech 9, and more importantly, Guardian's AWP.
Starix and Zeus, though, do not have any armor, so they will be easily cut down, should it come to it. They don't have any nades as well, so this range from Device is going to be very favorable indeed, versus 2 players of pistols.
They really need Guardian on this angle here, and he is soon to arrive. And the Device is playing the peak game, the crouch, crouch, crouch. He's going to spot the players. Oh, they're just bursting them all down. This is quickly turning into a horrible decision by them. And Flamey somehow is going to make the frag, and the nade will finish him off. And you have to question their decision to go for something like that when they had such a big advantage on players. You can see, I think the logic was just that, okay, we know that they have 3 players left alive. The most logical thing is I'll have one around mids or catwalk, one on B and one on A. And they decided to try to gang up on the guy on B. But that's probably, yeah, that's the worst case.
Yeah, Guardian got popped as well in the commotion, and he was the key player to win that. I don't know why their 2 pistol players peeked up first, so maybe to get the information, but both of them?
You need Guardian on the peak there, indeed. And either way, we're going to have the quick take of A long, and it's going to encourage Cajun B to play towards Car now. And he's going to get the frag onto Guardian. Again, key kills coming into him, in from Cajun B. As Starix makes his way over the top. Doesn't see the barrel of the gun, the smoke covering device, just
it's a blind spot. It's a blind spot as well. It's a complete blind spot. If he's got his gun pointed into the wall, you cannot see him from that angle. It's impossible.
NaVi need a pick really badly now. They really need this pick. Kibakin going in from the back now. Looking to reclaim A long for his team. But is he going to be able to pull that off? And there's another story. Now, here he goes. He's up against, I think, Zipnix. And he's going to find him, snaps his neck. Kibakin giving NaVi an in into this A bomb site now. They just have to execute onto the site, and they will. Cajun B eliminated straight away. And now Device and dupreeh on the rotation. Their positioning is not too amazing, but Device is able to take down Zeus. 2-on-2 now as Starix looks to plant the bomb, but he's got to be careful. He's got to pull out his weapon and stop this man from all the jumping shenanigans. They need to get the bomb down as well. The pressure's really on, and there it is. We'll go down, and Kibakin needs to save his teammate on the side. There's the spray, does take down dupreeh, and Starix gets his frag respectively as well, all picked up. NaVi, they can breathe a huge sigh of relief as TSM are now in a tumultuous situation.
Yep, trying times for the TSM team, and look at the buy they have. They've got armor, they've got 5.7s, they've got the scout. This looks horrible, but they are still quite dangerous. These 5.7s are by no means underpowered. These are strong pistols. They need to abuse the corners of their map to their advantage. They need to pair up Teams have people looking away in case pop flashes come out, which they should from the T's, so they can still mount an offense as necessary. So passive angles so far. You can see StarX putting max range between him and the other side of long doors. And NaVi, more measured approaches than we've seen a few months ago in these kind of situations. Very careful indeed. They want to come to LAN.
Flamey has to be careful that he's flashed over. Indeed, there it is. The pop flash doesn't even go too deep, so he is going to be safe. And they do have Kibakin watching for the flank in the potential upper dark push from TSM, but it's not going to happen. So they're taking all the precautions, playing it safe, playing it by the book. And Guardian is looking for the entry now onto the A side. They need a pick. They need some information. These are the things they're playing for at the moment. As Zipnix watches over the short area. He's going to make the call to his teammates, and Cajun B by the blue container there is more than ready to peek out and take all these guys down. And if they can do that, then that's going to be key. Here he goes, only one. Trey comes in. Carrigan now, finishing off StarX. He's going to be able to pick up the weapon, and you wouldn't have guessed it at the start of the round, but TSM, they might just have an advantage here.
Okay, so 4 versus 2. AK and AWP. Now it's down to Guardian to clutch, and oh, that's just gone completely horrible for NaVi. I was going to say they were in danger of possibly waiting too long to try and clean things up there. And Flamey, he kind of half-checked that position on blue, in the sense that he checked it, but sometimes you almost look at a position, but you're not necessarily checking it. You saw how fast he looked at it and looked away, and then it's like, oh, someone's actually there. Okay, I better look back. And by that time, it was too late, and they lose a player on long. And then who knows what happened on short. We saw that pop flash as well coming through the smoke, so TSM keeping themselves in it. NaVi forced onto the eco now, as the balance of power shifts back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, TSM can really do this now. NaVi going to get one more chance to close out the match. And from then on, they're playing for the overtime. And once again, you know, Fnatic and IP, they're pretty much they're secured in the league. And Virtus Pro looking like they will be as well, after a couple more victories. And NaVi could be that fourth team with Virtus Pro. They could be the fourth team. The fifth team, I think, really is going to be between TSM and Envious. I think that's how things will probably turn out. But that makes every match won by NaVi ever more important. And you can see also for TSM, the situation is the same. That fifth spot is very important. But slow but sure cleanup of these pistoling players. Zeus does take down Zipnix though, and there's armor on Zeus as well, so perhaps he can cause yet more havoc. In comes the peak to deal with him. Very nice from Dupree to, again, prevent being sandwiched. He's going to push out proactively and take the shots, get the kill, and Guardian's left over with 10 HP. And there's not much for Guardian to do. So 14 to 14, Navi's full buy will come in. Can they close this one out?
Okay, so once again, we are in a clutch situation. Are we going to see yet more overtime this week, or are one of these teams going to close out this round? No AWP on NaVi. 2 of their players down from DDoS. We'll have to see if they still have the strength to take this one, or if TSM are going to strengthen their own score heading towards Faceit LAN in London. You've got nades coming through the smoke there. NaVi plays completely flash. They lost one so far. Trade coming in there. More trades from TSM. Trade back from NaVi. 3 versus 3. Minute 25 on the clock. They've still got control of the bomb, NaVi. One player on long for TSM. Playing from the site, in fact. That's Cajun B with the AWP. He has the range.
Oh, Kibakin, is he wise to this push? This could be the advantage they need. Oh, he loses the duel. Kibakin. Oh, and Cajun B with an excellent shot through the smoke. Able to extrapolate the trajectory there and take the kill onto Guardian. And now it looks to be very bad here for an RV, to say the least. And they aren't going to have the money. They aren't going to have the money here. TSM could just win this match now. It's heartbreaking for NaVi. They were looking so good, so strong before all the disruption.
Yeah, I think they had a 5-0 start, didn't they?
Guardian's almost 40 bombing.
Okay, so NaVi with not many tools to play with at all. This is going to severely limit their options as to where they can go. Tag through mid will take Guardian down 17 HP. Just add insult to injury here. So what limited nades NaVi have remaining coming out of the woodwork. Looks like it will be a short push. They have a smoke, 2 smokes, 2 mollies. So they may try and close off the A site and get the bomb down. Desperation plant here, we'll have to see.
Yeah, they can't be afraid here. They've got to
3 smokes, sorry.
go in fast, going strong. But Guardian is going to get naded down. That's unfortunate there. They do still have some grenades to play with, but they need to not waste anything at this point. TSM, not with any information at the moment, but they can presume that something is going on in the middle, and they're going to hear a lot now as well. There is a player looking towards those the middle positions. This will drop down as well. Cajun B and Device picking up lots of kills here. Spray comes through, and that's going to be it. 16-14, TSM will take their match against NaVi. NaVi, they were poised to win this one, but TSM able to close it out. Unfortunate that we had the DDoS issues, but